What is up, gamers, and welcome to the very first episode of New Game Plus, where it's all things gaming. I am your host, Amanda Cunningham, and joined with me are my other host, AJ Tenari.
Aloha, gamers. Welcome to New Game Plus. Considering this is our first episode, I decided to dress to impress. Now, I'm going to take it over to our producer, Ryan, where he could give us his insight on this situation.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of New Game Plus with me, your producer, and Amanda Cunningham and AJ Tenari. AJ, first, I want to ask, what's with the tie? Why'd you get the tie? Is that in budget?
I thought it was okay to go over budget because, I wanted to dress to impress.
AJ, we need to stay in budget if we want to keep this show going. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, won't happen again.
All right, you know what? Well, I'll just talk to you later. So
yeah, you got it.
I'm going to have to look for a new producer or a co-host. All right, so let's get on to happier news. It is the year for anniversary, and Nintendo has had one of the most successful years in its probably existence. Now, there are three major things that we are going to discuss here. Animal Crossing is number one. In this month of March, it just celebrated its very first anniversary for the game. Now, I gotta say, when this game came out, it was probably the most perfect time because with the pandemic and everything and everyone stuck inside, it was just a great way for people to connect via online and just, literally go into a brand new world. AJ, have you ever played it? Like, what are your thoughts on this? Because I thought it was just the job well done.
Oh, well, I definitely played a fair amount. I definitely put like 200 hours in to, cope with all the stinky times of 2020. And I even started picking up like semi-recent, like a couple weeks ago. But I haven't played for like a long period. So when I talked to my villagers, they all berated me. And, if I wanted to be berated, I just go to my parents' house. So I just kind of turned it off from then.
Yeah.
But I had a great time.
Yeah, you don't want to, the villagers really do have big mouths now, don't they? Especially Tom Nook. Don't forget about Tom Nook. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I gotta say, Nintendo really, it was just very fortunate timing for when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out. So definitely great job, especially with all the new updates that just came out for it. Have you seen anything about that?
I have. They added a bunch of like the Mario content. I could play as my favorite Italiano Bambino, Mr. Mario. And speaking of Mario, it's also Mario's 35th anniversary, and he had a slew of games come out this year. We had Bowser's Fury come out as DLC for Super Mario 3D World, which is essentially like Mario Odyssey, but like in a smaller version. And I think that was pretty cool. Amanda, have you played any Bowser's Fury at all?
I've not played Bowser's Fury. I have watched streamers play it, and I was actually just watching it the other night, and I gotta say, it was super, especially because Mario games are technically, the older ones, in 2D. Having a 3D version and just seeing the world for what it is and taking all the characters for what they are, it's definitely super, super good. I definitely want to play it. However, now, we're gonna rain on your parade a little bit. The 3D collection is getting nay-nayed after March 31st, so if you don't have any, we highly recommend grabbing them because after this, they will no longer be on the market and you will not be able to purchase them anymore, which is a big sad face, I gotta say. I probably should go on the store and snatch my copy, huh?
It is a great deal, 3 games in one. It's kind of unfortunate that Mr. Miyamoto has just decided to nay-nay the whole thing. I'm not a big fan of the practice, but hey, it makes it all the worthwhile just to have like a little valuable thing in your collection.
Yeah, it'll be a charm and like a little keepsake in the future if you want to consider it that way. So, and on good news though, Pokemon did have their 25th anniversary this year, and wow, they definitely blew everything out of the water in the past few years, especially with Pokemon Sword and Shield coming out with a huge success. They just had the second part of the DLC that came out in November, and I have so many hours in that game. There are so many different Pokemon to catch and everything, so definitely good job on that. And the Pokemon Direct just announced 2 new games for the future of Pokemon. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes are coming out in late 2021, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for and a lot of people are excited about. And then also, AJ, the brand new Pokemon Legend Arceus or Arceus, however you want to pronounce it, is coming out in early 2022. It's an open world game. They're trying something completely new, so I'm really excited to see what they've got in store for us.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, with Pokemon Legends Arceus, sorry, I don't speak wrong. They're getting very experimental with the series, which is something a nice little breath of fresh air, considering how kind of stale the formula's gotten. So it's really nice to take in like a big leap for the series. I'm very excited to see how that goes. We also got some updates on Pokemon Snap, which comes out later in April, which is going to be really nice. And I'm very excited for the Diamond and Pearl remakes, even though the graphics are kind of weird, but
Yeah.
I can look over that.
Yeah, definitely. That's something you're going to have to overlook to enjoy it in all its glory. But definitely something that I'm looking forward to. And AJ, I pronounce it Arceus, so I don't speak wrong either. We're going to have to beef that out later.
Yeah.
Sorry, speaking of beefing, consoles, wow. PS5 and the Xbox Series X, what an absolute abysmal those are, considering I think like 95% of the population has yet to get their hands on one.
I don't have one. Do you?
No. I mean, I can't even, I'm not going to wait. Like, if I'm waiting on Best Buy, they're going on in like a nanosecond.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to get one. Or I'm going to get one 5 years from now, and they're going to be old news by then.
I mean, at least the PS4 and the Xbox One games are still coming out for them, so there's really no incentive to get them yet. So I'm still rocking the vintage stuff. So I'm chilling.
Yeah, I gotta say, with PS4 specifically, the brand new game Persona Strikers just came out, and it's actually really funny. They have a disclaimer in the beginning of the game that says, this will work on PS5, but it's made for PS4. So you're probably not gonna get maximum satisfaction if you play on the PS5. So I just think that's really funny. I think a lot of games are still coming out for their older generations. So yeah, but you know what? I did play one game of Call of Duty on the PS5, and that controller is very smooth. So
Nice.
definitely, I'm not a fan of the built-in mic and the controller. And I hope they don't do that in like PS6 and future PlayStations. But you know what? Xbox Series X has nothing but good things. I've heard it does look like a little mini fridge. So if I can't store soda in there, then I don't really know what I'm going to do with it.
I'm hoping to pour like a gallon of milk just to test that theory.
Yeah, seriously. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll smoke vape into it. I don't know, because I don't know. Gotta love that.
Apparently, that's popular.
Yeah, I know. Ryan, didn't you hear something about that?
About that, you know, people being jabronis, trying to be funny on the internet. It happens, but oh well.
Yeah,
At least they had fun.
Yeah, at least they had fun, and a broken brand new Xbox Series X, hopefully. So, or hopefully not. I'm sorry. Gosh, excuse me. So let's keep this moving. Let's talk about the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Lite. I don't know where to start. Let's start with the Switch. I like it better because you can port it into a TV with an HDMI, and it's just more storage. And I don't know. I like the Switch. We have a Switch, so it's definitely something. I was considering getting a Switch Lite, though.
I mean, Switch Lite is pretty cool. It's a lot cheaper than, well, not a lot, but it's cheaper than the regular Switch. It's purely handheld, though, which is kind of a drawback. And, you know, it's great for people with baby hands like my Uncle Gilbert. He's a big fan of the Switch Lite because he has extremely small, mini hands that he's very not proud of, and he likes to not have people bring it up, but I don't like my Uncle Gilbert, so take that.
AJ, I have baby hands, I think, because I was considering on buying one, so that's...
Well, man, I apologize, but you're not my uncle, so it's okay.
Okay, yeah, you're right, I'm not, so I'm glad about that. So, yeah, but there's also rumors about a Switch Pro coming out. I don't really know much about this.
I think it's like kind of confirmed. It's essentially taking the Switch and giving it a big boy upgrade, you know, better hardware, better graphics. It should run smoother. There's no like release date yet, but I'm pretty sure it's in the works now. And, you know, even though it's a nice improvement, I would have liked to have that on the original Switch release anyway, but hey, step in the right direction.
Yeah, you know what? They're doing good. And you know what? I really hope they switch their Nintendo Online because it's complete dookie.
True.
You can't play a Smash game without getting kicked out in like 2 seconds. And same with Mario Kart. What the heck's that about?
And the performance just chugs immediately. Like when you even get into a game, it's just like lag and just choppy, and I hate it. It makes me very upset.
Yeah, they need to fix that because I think that's something we definitely need more of. At least I do. So, all right. So let's keep things rolling here. So The gaming world has absolutely nothing but new things coming out every day, so we're just going to give you a quick rundown about what's coming up and what's new in the gaming world and the gaming community as a whole. Take it away, AJ.
So first up, Gotham Knights, the successor to the Batman Arkham franchise, has sadly been delayed to sometime early 2022. It was supposed to come out either early 2021 or late 2020, but unfortunately they're running into some obstacles that is causing them to delay this. But after seeing how Cyberpunk has turned out, I think that WB Montreal should take all the time that they need to prevent it from becoming a glitchy, buggy mess like Cyberpunk. Next up, Resident Evil 8 is set for a release date on May 7th for the PS5, PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. And even though if I play the game and it gives me nightmares, I know that the main villain, the vampire lady, will always make my dreams come true. There's also a Resident Evil Netflix series that is in the works to come out very soon. So that's very exciting. Nice to see a nice little adaptation. Hopefully it's good, unlike the movies, because those are pretty dookie, I would say. And next up, sadly, Apex Legends got ported to the Switch very recently, and unfortunately, it plays like dookie. The Nintendo Online, it comes back again.
There you go. It haunts us in our sleep, man.
You can't escape it. Performance issues. It takes up so much data. You need an external SD card to actually, get it on there. And then when it doesn't even perform well, it's just not worth it. Just get it on some other console. It's a shame.
Come on, Nintendo. We're really hoping with the new Switch Pro, we're going to get better online. All right, so Xbox Game Pass, everybody knows it. Everyone loves it. If you don't have one, I recommend you get some because let me tell you, this past month, they released a slew of games that I know a lot of gamers have been waiting for. Some of the highlight games are Outriders, Yakuza 6, Octopath, and Star Wars Rogue Squadrons. And let me tell you, I know I don't have I guess I just preached to the choir here. I don't really have Game Pass myself because I don't play Xbox. However, I do recommend you get it because I know big series like Yakuza are what gamers have been waiting for. So I know it's just been a celebration month. So definitely check that out. Pyra and Mithra. If you play Smash, you definitely realize that their roster cannot get any bigger. However, apparently it can. So with the Xenoblade characters, they are interchangeable within the game, and you can just pick and choose who you want to play as. If you're, winning the game and you want to switch to Mithra to get some really cool, fast action, that's the game. That's the character for you. But if you want to be an absolute powerhouse, then do Pyra. I guess it's just a personal preference at that point. And lastly, on Friday, Monster Hunter fans around the globe have been nothing but ecstatic with the brand new Switch exclusive release, Monster Hunter Rise. Capcom has finally released this of the 6th installment of the entire Monster Hunter series right after Monster Hunter World released in 2017 for the PS4, Xbox One, and on PC. And even better, it is single player and multiplayer, so you can have your alone time with it and play it and beat the game. And then if you want to join in with friends and do a little hunts, then you know what? This is the game for you. So if you haven't gotten your hands on that, make sure you run out to the store and grab it. Well, AJ, I gotta say, with all this game talk, I want to go home and play some games. How about you?
I concur, Amanda. Well, this was our first episode of New Game Plus. I hope you enjoyed. Coming at you from the studio, I'm AJ. That was Amanda. We hope you enjoy. See you next time.